We picked up our level of aggression and force in the second half, and we were really tied together. And they missed some shots, they missed some open shots, but so did we. But our calling card has got to be our aggression and our depth. And in the second half, we played the way we needed to play to be competitive in a game like this.
I guess just to dig in a little bit of the defensive numbers, I think you held them to 4 of 20 in the third. I think 0 of 6 from 3. Just what stood out? You mentioned obviously the physicality, the edge. I mean, what else did you like?
Just trying to make it hard on them. Just trying to make it hard on them. And so, all that. It's one game. We got to play these guys again in 2 days. That's it's a major challenge, and so. But I just thought our connectivity in the second half was as good as it's been all year, and it has to be against a team of this level, in a building with this kind of this kind of atmosphere. It's very, very difficult to play here.
So obviously, Drew's had the experience of having to play without Ty before and then take over. And just what impressed you about what he did? Obviously on both ends, but especially when he has to come out and run the offense.
Yeah, he and TJ were great in the second half. Good, really good 1-2 punch. They both play the game a little differently. They bring, something a little differently offensively, but defensively, they're both guys that are up and they're aggressive. And so, it's really a tone setter. When we're playing full court defense and up into people.
What is the concern level with Ty?
I don't know. I was told that he was having tightness.
Okay. And that's all you know? You haven't heard anything? No. MRI or anything like that? Or that's it? Yeah.
No.
You said when you were giving us the pregame scouting report, you said the Cavs didn't have any weaknesses. But I was wondering, with matching up against the Pacers, I was wondering if you could speed them up a little, and it seemed like you were able to do that in the second half.
We're just trying to play our style, which is to be aggressive, to play fast when we can. Look, they're playing a lot faster this year than they have in the previous few years. So, look, it's just one game. It's just one game. I mean, and I haven't even looked at the rebounding numbers, So, yeah. So look, in the aggression stats, we did a good job with turnovers, and the possession of the ball is such a key. So. We got to try to repeat some of these good things and make some adjustments too.
How do you see Ben and Pascal adjust in the second half in particular? I think Ben was 1 of 4, Pascal was 2 of 10. Those guys obviously get you a bunch of buckets in the second half.
Who, Mathurin?
Yeah, Mathurin and Siakam both seem like they stepped up. But Mathurin in particular seemed to have more connected idea.
Ben was much more decisive in the second half than the first. He was set up much better with spacing and vision, and he took the right shots. In the first half, he got into some crowds. He ended up with the ball late clock. There were some tough situations, but he did a much better job with reads in the second half, and had some big rebounds. And look, I don't look at whether or not he's making every shot. It's just the shots that he's taken. I mean, he's gonna make shots. I mean, he's a great scorer. As long as he's taking the right shots, I'm good. I'm good. First half, not so much. Second half, much better.
What do you like about Jarris and Obi in particular? The force they brought. Jarris gets 12 rebounds. I think it was really important for you for closing down possessions.
This was Jarris' best game of the year. Best game since he's been a Pacer. And we've been talking to him about compete level consistency, attention to detail, rebounding and physicality, and I mean, he showed all those things tonight. He was very consistent, and so, his contribution to this game was massive. And he had a couple of really nice assists and got us a couple of dunks for other guys. So, again, against this team in this atmosphere, any time you can get anything that's easy, it's a big bonus.